Let's discuss part 6 of structures and functions. In the previous presentation, we have learned how to return a pointer to a structure from the function. Now in this presentation, we will learn how to pass array of structures as argument. So without any delay, let's get started. Here you can see that I have declared one structure, struct ABC, which consists of two members, A and B. Data type of A is int, which means it's an integer variable, and data type of B is char, which means this is a character variable. Now here I have declared one array which consists of two elements, and the data type of these two elements is struct ABC. Okay, so this means that I have declared an array of structures, right? To be precise, this is an array of two structures. And here you can see these two structures. Okay, you can think of them as variables of type struct ABC. Okay, these two are variables of type struct ABC. Obviously, they are combined together, forming up an array. So here, this variable, I'm imagining this as a variable. This variable is of type struct ABC, which means that it can access the members of this struct ABC. And here, with the help of this variable, I'm initializing these members. That means one has been given to A, and capital A, this letter, has been given to this variable P. Now here I have another variable which does the job of initializing these members as well. 2 has been given to A and capital B has been given to this variable B, right? Now here is one important point I would like to emphasize on. Compiler will allocate contiguous block of memory for the data members of the structure. It should be well noted that compiler will allocate contiguous block of memory. Okay, it is not the case it is allocating memory anywhere it wants. It's basically allocating contiguous block of memory for the data members of the structure. If you have any confusion regarding how the compiler will allocate memory for struct ABC, you should watch our lectures of C programming. There everything will be clear. Okay. Now here I am considering one simple example. Here in this main function, I have declared an array of type struct point. That means tell you that this is an array which consists of two elements and each element is having a type struct point. And here you can see the initialization has been done. This is the struct point declaration which consists of two members x and y. Both are having the same type, that is int, which means that these are the two integer variables. And here I am initializing them one by one. This is the first variable and this is the second variable. Think of them as variables only if you have any confusion. Now this first variable is initializing these members with these values. And this variable is initializing these members with these values, right? After that, I'm simply calling this print function, and here I'm passing this array, complete array. When you're passing the name of the array, actually you're passing the address of that array, right? And here I'm receiving this array over here, right? This is the print function definition, which is receiving the array. Obviously, the type of this array must be struct point. It should be well noted. Inside this print function, we have this for loop, which runs from 0 to 1. As this is I less than 2, so loop runs from 0 to 1, which means this loop runs 2 times. And with the help of printf function, we are basically printing the values of x and y of each of these variables. When I is 0, we are basically calling our first variable and we are accessing the members of this variable. That is, here this is arr0.x, which means we are accessing this value, that is 1, and arr0.y, which means we are accessing this value 2. Similarly, when this becomes 1, then this is arr1.x, which means we are accessing this value 3. And when this is arr1.y, we are accessing this value 4. That's it. In this way, we would be able to print all the values on the screen and the output must be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how this program works. It's very simple. Here, this array is of no difference, let me tell you. The only difference is that this array consists of two elements of type struct point, which we haven't seen before, right? We have seen array of integers, characters, floats, but we haven't seen something like this before. And there is no difference, let me tell you. You have created an array of two structures in this case. That is the only difference. It is just like declaring an array of two integers. As simple as that. You can easily call the members of this array. If you use arr0, it means that you're calling the first member of this array. That means the first structure. When this is arr1, you're calling the second structure. As simple as that. Treat them as individual members, okay? And then you can go inside and access the members. As it is indicated over here, when I put here .x, it means that I'm calling the first member of the first structure. Obviously, I must be 0 in this case. arr0 means that you're calling the first structure, and .x means you're accessing the first member of the first structure, which means this member, right? Because x is the first member of the structure and y is the second member of the structure. So this is very simple to understand. Okay friends, this is it for now. Thank you for watching this presentation.